Okay, there's Trae Young. Look at him. 10 points, 5 for 7, 9 minutes. That's over a point a minute. But we're in second half, and we're going to change gears on French Street Sports. As I said, Connor is not here, so we're going to have someone else. And our special guest this evening is my wife, Anna Marie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm losing. I'm losing to this guy, number 11 on Atlanta Hawks. This is Trae Young. He's taking me to school.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Thank- Thanks. I appreciate that. So, Anna Marie,
Yes.
before we talk about tonight's topic with you, I just have one question that the world needs to know.
What's
When
that?
I'm doing Friend Stream Sports, what do you do?
I mind my own business. I usually sit on my phone and scroll, or I do grad school stuff.
Yeah.
I just, or I just kind of hang out. I'm just here.
How does it feel to know that there's just an amateur sports broadcaster living in your house, delivering the fresh hot takes that we do in this living room?
I no comment. I'm so sorry. It's fine.
This is really what marriage is like. That's what this is. This is great. Okay, Anna Marie, so we're going to talk about sports. So you have a husband who's a deep sports fan. What
Yes.
what is your connection to sports?
Um, None.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I like baseball. But beyond that, don't you can't really. I don't know no players. I don't know nothing really. I don't know how to play basketball, football. I just kind of watch. I'm there for the camaraderie and the snacks.
Snacks.
That's my connection.
Okay.
I'm there for the snacks.
So what's your
If you can feed me and I can have a seat, I'm good.
so what is your favorite sporting event to go to?
Baseball games.
Okay. Why baseball games?
Because every single inning is an opportunity to get up and go get a new snack.
Okay.
You get a snack before you sit down, then they say and sing um, the Pledge of Allegiance
The national
and the
anthem.
national anthem, and then you get to play ball, and then you get to have another snack. And then you have an opportunity to get up and walk around, and sometimes they have fun little games for you to watch in between. It's a good time.
I will say I do remember having to spend a lot more money at sporting events once I figured out that you were just there for the snacks.
Nothing wrong with it.
And I was there for the love of the game. Okay, so you love snacks, and um, you do you. So we're going to talk about, and something I thought is Connor and I like to do a lot of ranking of stuff on this show. So
Mm-hmm.
tonight I want to rank some snacks that you would get at a baseball game, since that's your favorite sport to go to. Um,
Okay.
and what we're going to do is this is going to be really easy. So I'm just going to list a snack and we're going to level them. So it's going to be levels 1 through 5. So level 1 is it's a basic snack, nothing you can really write home to, it's whatever. Level 5 is you would drive to the ballpark and get out of the car and it's the first thing you get is that snack.
Okay.
All right? So our first one is going to be popcorn. And I mean like in that little box or that massive bucket, popcorn.
Mm,
And every rank can give us like a little bit of a reason.
yeah. That's like a level 2 snack.
Okay.
Um, because it's salty and then it gets all over your hands and you got to get napkins and then you got to get a soda because you can't just have popcorn. Like you got to have something with it because it's so salty. And then it gets all over the place sometimes, you know? So I think it's a level 2 snack. I know some people like popcorn and I'm probably going to get hate for this because it's like the most popular thing to buy, but I think it's just popular because it's cheap. I said it.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, popcorn is really, really good. You know that that's probably one of
It's
my
your
favorite
favorite.
snacks. It's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But some popcorns are lower leveled because it's been in the warmer too long, it's dried out.
Well, what do you rank it?
I rank popcorn at like I give it at a sporting event, like a 4. If you watch them pop it while you're in line, that's a 5. But
Mm-hmm.
movie theater popcorn is different than stadium popcorn. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. I think it's saltier.
But I love movie theater popcorn. All right, so that's popcorn. So now we're going to go and we're going to go to a classic baseball snack in 2 categories, and we're going to separate them. And that is, we're going to talk about peanuts. The first one I want to do is like dry roasted peanuts. So think the ones you crack in the shell that you see 3 seats over in a baseball stadium, and it's all over the floor. What do you
Oh.
rank those?
Now, that's a level 1 snack. I have never been to a baseball or any stadium and been like, you know what, I really want peanuts dry because it's hot. Usually when you're going to these games, it's hot, and I don't want dry. Again, it's you got to go then buy a soda in order to wash it down. So it's a level 1 for me. I am not all about some dry roasted. Like if I really want dry roasted peanuts, like I'm going to Texas Roadhouse and I'm gonna go get me a steak along with it, you
I
know?
like that.
I'm not going to a baseball game to get me some dry roasted peanuts. So
Okay.
for me it's a level 1 snack.
I give peanuts a 2, except for that time you get part of that peanut shell in your fingernail when you're not paying attention anymore, and then it's a 1.
Ugh.
So like, definitely a 2. Okay, so switching on peanuts, being that we are people of the South, what about boiled peanuts?
Oh, that's a level 5 for me. I'm gonna say if probably a level 4.5 if I had to, but yeah,
Okay.
definitely like 4.5 if I can give it a 4.5. But yeah, level 5, level 4.5.
I'm also giving boiled peanuts a 5, especially if they're the spicy ones.
Oh no, I like them plain, but boiled. It's just a good time. Again, you have to usually get a drink with those because those are usually saltier than popcorn. But I'm okay with that
Okay.
because they're like little beans. They're just so good.
I remember when we went to the Tampa Bay Rays game together, and
Oh yeah, and you have to call them Bulled, bold peanuts if you're from the
Bulled.
South.
It's bold peanuts,
It's
but
not boiled peanuts. It's bold peanuts.
there's definitely a twang behind it.
And yeah, I have fond memories of growing up. We would, like we would go watch church softball games, and I would play softball, and I just remember like there was the old Clinton gas station in Gray, Georgia, and it was they sold boiled peanuts in Ziploc bags. Like someone literally made these, and it was just fond memories of growing up and going to softball games and eating boiled peanuts. So that is probably why it's such a big level 4.5 snack for me.
Okay. I don't have those memories, but that sounds like a health code violation nowadays. Just
It's
someone putting them
you
in a
know
bag.
what? It builds character and
I bet
immunity.
it builds immunity. We can wait on the vaccine
Gas
because you
station
ate
boiled
gas
peanuts.
station boiled peanuts
Maybe.
out of someone's Ziploc bag.
I mean,
We're safe in this house, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard it here first. We are good to go. Okay. All right, so next snack we have going down. So we've talked peanuts. Now we're going to talk about one that I'm interested to get your take, and that is your stadium nachos. And to clarify for everyone, this is the simple nachos where it's just the corn chips and the cheese on the side. Where do you rank that, Anna Marie?
ugh. I'm really not ranking anybody high. It's like a level 2 for me.
For
I'm
someone that likes snacks, you don't like any of the snacks on this list.
no. Where's the okay? Well, I know you got more coming, but like okay, well, okay. Let's say 2.5. Nachos are a 2.5 only because of the cheese. Only because of the cheese. But
Cool.
like you need some other like why do stadiums not add other stuff to their nachos? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know either. But the canned cheese, I mean, canned cheese on a hot dog, like a chili cheese hot dog with some canned cheese, that's good eating. But I'm with you. Just these salty corn rounds and cheese is
I find
definitely.
Yeah, I find myself like getting my finger and just getting all the cheese and not caring about the chips.
I have seen you do that,
Yeah,
and I have
I
watched people watch you do that.
I know. No shame in it. There ain't no shame in it.
There ain't no shame in it. There ain't no shame in it. Okay. Next snack as we go through. So those are all the sort of appetizer snacks. I want to get into the entree ones. So this is the meat of the snacks. A stadium cheeseburger, wrapped in tin foil, handed to you as soon as you pay. Where are you ranking a stadium cheeseburger?
Does it have bacon?
Yes.
Does it have a tomato?
You have to go get it at the snack bar on the side. So pre-COVID stadium cheeseburger.
I'm gonna go with a 4. Cheeseburger with toppings and bacon. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 4. Because that's just you get some mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup on that thing. That's just a good time. That's just good eating.
I agree. I give it a 5. I especially love it. The bun gets steamy. If you have to peel the bun off like a banana peel to
Yeah.
put condiments on it, you take that first bite. We went to a Brave spring training game and I had one of those cheeseburgers and it was good. All right, so
Iconic.
cheeseburgers a 5. All right, next one on the entree list of baseball foods is hot dogs. Now, I want to
Um,
preface that this is you also got to give me your thickness of your hot dog too when you rank it.
I'm gonna go with like a 1 inch thick hot dog. You know, one of them big Franks.
Yeah, you are.
No, I wouldn't go with like the Frankenfurters or brats or anything. I'm talking about just like your ballpark Frank's hot dog. I'm gonna go with a 4 on that one. You know, it's just a classic. It's easy to eat. You can have a drink in one hand, you can have a hot dog in the other hand, and you can walk to your. You know, you don't have to like. It's no fuss. You put some mustard on that, and some relish. That's just a good time.
I'm
And it
giving
doesn't fill you up so much, so you can go get more snacks.
I'm giving as we had the last like 15 seconds of the third quarter here. I'm giving a hot dog at a baseball game a level 5 ranking. Hot dog, I like it to be like a thicker sausage to have some meat to it, some ketchup, mustard, relish, a cold draft Budweiser, and then that's just a level 5 snack experience to the point that I don't even think I know what else is on the menu at a baseball park. Definitely rank that. So those are us ranking our snacks.
Can I give some honorable mentions?
Give some honorable snack mentions, Anna Marie, as we transition to the fourth quarter.
Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots?
Dippin' Dots.
No.
If there's a Dippin' Dots stand, I'm going for it. I don't care if they're like $9 for an ounce. I'm going for it.
Dippin' Dots I'm giving that a 1 because you look at it and you're like, oh, Dippin' Dots. This should be great. No, it's not. It's frostbitten ice cream that when it melts, it's just a puddle of just frostbite.
Who hurt you?
Dippin' Dots.
Also, another honorable mention is cotton candy.
It's cotton candy.
Stadium cotton candy.
Okay. Justin out there, I know you're watching. You mentioned boiled peanuts, but give us your favorite stadium snack. Drop it in the comments for us. Justin Graves is watching the show right now. Okay, so now we're going to go and we're going to do this next thing as we play the fourth quarter. So Anna Marie has this amazing talent that I've never been able to understand. Anna Marie can predict properly the results of a basketball game or a football game or a baseball game, any sporting event, like Biff Tannen did in Back to the Future 2. I don't know if you have a sports almanac from the years like 2010 to 2000 and whatever this marriage declines at, 2025, but there's some ability that Anna Marie can see the names of some teams, maybe some, not even some stats, maybe just read them off of a napkin, or watch like 2 snaps of a football game and say, such and such is going to win. And then when you get about halfway through the sporting event, that team will start to dominate, and she'll go, okay, they're winning. Can we change the channel now? Can we watch such and such? Can we do something else? Can we watch WandaVision? And it's just, it has blown my mind for our entire relationship. How do you do this?
I'll never tell.
There's a sports almanac in this house. I am going to find it. You better get ready. I'm going to start ripping out the drywall. I'm going to turn into Sunny in Philadelphia with Pablo Sylvia. Pablo Sylvia doesn't exist. He does exist. He just, no one's been getting their mail. I go to Carol NHR. Carol NHR's not there.
I'm just saying. I think you hype me up so well, and I just randomly pick things. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, you know what? I'm done with this randomly picking and getting it right, so we're putting it to the test live here on Twitch, Tuesday, 8 o'clock, Friends Stream Sports. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's put a disclaimer out there. To anyone who's sports betting, please do not go with my picks.
No, take her picks. I didn't listen to her when we were in Reno. I could have won more money. We could have
That's
paid them.
true. You didn't listen to me when we went to Reno and did that. So,
So,
mm-mm.
all right. I'm gonna burn through this timeout. This is
I mean, I'm not saying I'm always right,
most of the
but I'm
time.
pretty close.
The last time you were like, here's a good example, everyone. So going into the LSU Clemson championship game, I told Anna Marie, I said, I really think Clemson has a shot to win. And she goes, you know, LSU. And of course, Joe Burrow and the LSU Tigers absolutely dominated Clemson that night. And I had a feeling Trevor Lawrence, Dabo Swinney, and everyone was going to do it. And they absolutely tore everyone to pieces. Anna Marie had not watched a Clemson or LSU football game all year.
I don't even know who you just. I don't even know who you just said.
Yeah,
Like, let's be honest. Like, you just said some names, and I'm just like, I don't know who that is.
right. And that's the difference. So ready? It's enough talk. Let's put rubber to the road. For the love of God, someone stop Trey Young. Okay, here we go. This weekend is the next round of the March Madness basketball tournament for college basketball. They call it the Sweet 16 because there's going to be 16 games. I'm going to give you the team, and then I'm going to give you just the seeding
What's that mean?
where they were ready, where they were prepared in the tournament, like
Okay.
where they were placed.
Okay.
And then if you want, I can give you some background facts if you need it. My
Yeah.
defense has Swiss cheese in it. Can we call a timeout? I'm calling a timeout. And then I'm going to give you a little bit of information if I have to, but we'll go from there. So the first game is the number one, and there's multiple number one seeds because there's 4 brackets in the tournament. The first game is the number 1 Baylor Bears versus the number 5 seeded Villanova.
Baylor.
Baylor. Any reason why?
It was one of the colleges I applied for when I was going for my stuff, and so yeah, Baylor.
Okay.
There's literally no reason.
This is literally how this works. I am also going to take Baylor to beat Villanova.
Okay.
But Baylor's been a very consistent team. They do very, very well. They're my personal favorite to win the tournament. Okay. Next is number 3 Arkansas, like the Arkansas Razorbacks of the SEC, versus small school number 15 seed Oral Roberts University, who has upset 2 big programs, being Florida and Ohio State.
We're gonna go with Arkansas on that one.
Okay?
You can't go from 15 to 3. And even if you've upset, it's kind of like Georgia Southern beat Florida, that one time. It's like, that was one time. Good for you.
Okay. They did it 2 times. They beat some higher seed teams twice, but all right. Anna Marie is taking Arkansas. You heard it here first. I am also I have to take Arkansas. I'm not going to disagree with a lot of your picks here. We'll see where we go.
You're
But
just gonna mirror every pick.
I am taking Arkansas on the same reason I think Oral Roberts has done well, but if they win this game, they won't win their next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Loyola Chicago, which is a small school in Chicago, it's a Catholic school,
What?
against Oregon State University. Number 8 Loyola, number 12 Oregon State.
Loyola.
Any reason why?
'Cause it looks like Crayola.
It's good talk. It's great. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually also going Loyola because I believe Loyola is evolving into our next power in college basketball. Oregon State is not as good. They won the conference in a bad conference. These get a little dicey later.
Continue, please.
I don't even know why we're doing a podcast. This is just real life now. Hey, I got a trophy. All right, next we have our next game is Syracuse, number 11 seeded Syracuse versus the number 2 Houston Cougars.
What's Syracuse? Where are they?
They are in Syracuse, New York. They're known as the Big Orange.
Let's go with Houston on this.
You're going with Houston?
Yeah.
You're just picking the higher seeded team.
No. Houston, it's the place to move to. If you're thinking about making a change and looking into some nice real estate, Houston's where it's at, man, not New York.
I'm actually going to take Syracuse with the upset here. I know Houston was a big pre-favorite to win, but I am taking Syracuse. The Cuse is on the loose, and they usually are very consistent in tournament performance. So I am going with... Oh! He missed that dunk. Come on, you got to get that. Okay, so those are all the games that are going to be on this Saturday. So now we're going to go through and we're going to talk about Sunday's games. Number 1 Gonzaga versus number 5 Creighton. The Creighton Blue Jays, they're out of Omaha, Nebraska.
Say it one more time.
Number 1 Gonzaga versus number 5 Creighton. Both are small basketball-focused schools.
Creighton.
You're going Creighton.
Creighton?
Why Creighton?
Because it's just fun to say. Creighton. It's like an insult. You Creighton, you. I think the dog just groaned.
I think so too. I really think the dog just gave you the same treatment as like a little kid on like a TikTok when they see their parents dancing like the rap songs, or the mom getting down to like the Scoop There It Is commercial.
I'm just saying, it literally sounds like Creighton. It just sounds like something that would, like, there's a movie or something. It's like, you little Creighton. Anyway.
Okay, I'm not gonna go Creighton.
Okay, you don't have to.
Number one seeded Gonzaga was undefeated this year and has been a big overall favorite for the tournament.
They're too cocky.
I think they will take down Creighton.
Mm-mm.
Okay, next game, because there's 4 games on Saturday. We have the number 6 University of Southern California Trojans versus the number 7 Oregon Ducks.
Oh, we're going with the Oregon Ducks. Quack, quack. They're called the Ducks. Trojans? Whatever. What are they, high school? No. Who's called the Ducks? We're going with the Ducks. You gotta be real confident to go play for the Ducks, is all I'm saying. When you're called the Ducks.
Most people actually go play for Oregon because the founder of Nike went to Oregon, so they usually have really cool uniforms and athletic facilities because they have a lot of money behind it. Their football team was also pretty good for a couple of years, and they're just a nationally known school for athletics. So that's what draws people to Oregon.
I like them because they're called the Ducks.
Okay. I am going with USC, with Southern California in this. They have one of the higher profile players in the entire NCAA tournament. They were better than the Oregon Ducks in all of the regular season because they played in the same conference. So this is very much, even though it's a tournament game, it's 2 teams playing against each other that are from the same conference. They're used to seeing each other. Definitely have a feeling about Southern California taking it. Okay, 2 games left to go. This is a big one. This is my big pick for game to watch this weekend. It is the number 1 seeded Michigan Wolverines versus the number 4 seeded Florida State Seminoles. Who is your pick?
Say it one more time.
Michigan, like the Michigan, versus Florida State. Like Florida, Florida State, Florida State, Florida State.
Well, there's been a lot of people from Michigan recently coming down visiting Florida. So how good could Michigan be if they all want to come to Florida? So we're going to say Florida.
Okay. You're going to say Florida State,
Florida
not
State.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida State.
Florida State.
Yeah.
Okay, Florida State with the upset.
Yeah.
Okay. I in this one am going to say the big obvious pick, which I'm taking, is Michigan. Because Michigan's been a big preseason favorite. I know in our coin flip brackets, Connor and I have Florida State going fairly deep based off what the coin has. I know Connor would love to see Florida State go well. They were good in the ACC, but kind of as I talked earlier, while good in the ACC, that doesn't mean much this year. The ACC has not been the power conference that we've wanted it to be. So I am feeling that Florida State will lose. Michigan will prevail.
Okay.
All right, last game for the Sweet 16, your pick. This is going to be the number 11 UCLA Golden Bears or Golden Bruins versus the number 2 seeded Alabama Crimson Tide.
Ooh. Well, let's go with the South on this one. We're going to say Alabama.
You do know Alabama's never been this good at basketball except for like this year.
Well, no, I don't know that, but now I do.
Okay.
We're just going to go with the South. It's the South. Got to stay loyal to the South.
Once again, I'm actually going to side with you here. I believe, I have a feeling as well as I'm going to support that I do believe it's going to be Alabama. UCLA, while they were an 11 seed, they've had a pretty good path to get there. They are just not that good. Or I think Alabama is going to stay consistent and they're going to still do whatever they need to do. So I have a feeling it's going to be, you're very much going to see Alabama kind of take it. We're going to focus on Trae Young. Okay, so those are all of our games. For you betting people out there, Anna Marie has spoken. This means that these are the games that are going to win.
I have spoken.
She has spoken. As we are here in the last 30 seconds, I have a 5-point win, 5-point lead over Atlanta. 25 seconds to go. I get the ball back. They're probably going to call a timeout once I inbound it. All right.
So,
Yeah.
I've only been to one basketball game in my life.
That's true. Tell us about your one basketball game experience.
The one and only basketball game I went to was at Georgia Southern. It was a game for, I think, breast cancer or something like that. I just remember we all had to wear pink, and it was a required event that I had to go to for my sorority. And I remember just going there and sitting as high up in the rafters as we could. And just talking the whole time, and that was the one and only basketball game I've ever been to. You were there.
I was there. For those, to clarify this, Georgia Southern University has an event called Pack the House in Pink.
Oh, that's what it was.
Pack the House in Pink is a game dedicated to support of breast cancer research where they make a lot of money at Georgia Southern to support local breast cancer research. Anna Marie's sorority was supporting it, which is why she had to go. The game that Anna Marie is talking about that she was at was actually one of the top 5 most attended basketball games at Hanner Fieldhouse since we had attended college because her entire sorority went. How many girls were in Phi Mu when you were in it?
100 or so. 100 girls, I think like 100 or so.
So that's a lot of people. Plus all the normal people that came. There was lots of people in pink. I wore pink. I had to borrow a shirt from my roommate because I didn't have a pink shirt at the time.
For the record, our sorority color was pink, so it wasn't like a struggle to wear pink for me.
Right, you had tons of pink.
You should ask me for a shirt. I would have given you one.
I don't think I would have fit into your shirts at the time.
Oh, okay.
I was a much different sized man.
So was I.
But yeah, you were a different sized man. Okay. So to clarify for you what's going on is because I am winning, to extend the clock, basketball teams will put fouls on other teams in order to extend the clock. However, I've gotten a lot better at my free throw shots. So I'm just extending my lead as Atlanta tries not to lose. Okay, 18.5 seconds to go. So, basketball in the Sweet 16. I will say, are you excited about going to soccer games this year?
Not really. Should I be?
They have good snacks.
Good. That's good. What kind of snacks?
They do tacos, they do like sausage stations, they have different chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers. How could we forget chicken fingers in our ranking?
Where do you rank chicken fingers?
Okay, chicken fingers, level 5 snack. 100% a level 5 snack.
I'm going with a level 3 because, and here's why. I love chicken finger. I love chicken. I love chicken in all forms. Chicken fingers, it's very hit and miss, of your breading to chicken. Some places you get chicken fingers like, let's say Culver's, for example. There's breading, but there's a lot of chicken inside that breading. Or you could have, another example could be you could go get bad chicken fingers. It's that weird crispy, almost fried shrimp breading, but it is not a good finger experience. There's no chicken in it. They pounded that thing flat to save money. So chicken fingers to me is level 3. Now if I see a good meaty piece of chicken like a Publix chicken finger in the window, I'm all in. All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show, Anna Marie, being our
You're
special guest,
welcome.
ranking
You're
some snacks,
welcome.
talking
Yeah.
up some stuff. So that's
I
Anna
don't have
Marie.
much to say, but I'm here.
You're here.
Ranking
Well,
snacks, knowing what I know.
ranking snacks. Well, as it goes, we're going to skip that interview because it was loud. But I won against Vancouver Grizzlies. Felt good. Anna Marie came out, ranked some snacks. As we close this episode of Friend Stream Sports, thank you for everyone coming out. Big thank you to Justin Graves for coming out and watching.
Justin Graves.
But we're glad we had people come out and watch the episode tonight. Thank you for Anna Marie for coming and joining us. I last want to say that our last pick, since we picked all of the Sweet 16, is to also want to talk about this week the Bristol, Tennessee race is going to be the dirt race. So as we do the dirt race this week, the NASCAR poll, who's going to be the poll for the Food City Dirt Race in Bristol. I am so excited the fact that they've added dirt. There's some great stats on NASCAR.com. Who's going to win the poll for this? So my choice is actually going to be Kevin Harvick. Reason I'm going to say Kevin Harvick is this is the first time, while a bunch of these NASCAR drivers in their young youth would have done dirt series races and had the dirt series experience, I'm going to pick Kevin Harvick because this is going to come down to who is going to be the driver that's going to have the grit to handle that car. And put it out there. I think Kevin is probably one of the better drivers right now in NASCAR. So my poll series pick is Kevin Harvick. Thanks for coming out. Friend Stream Sports, 8 o'clock. Please follow us on Twitch. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Please check out our channel. Thank you for all your support. Connor will be back next week. And for tonight, I'm Rutledge. And have a great night.